I hope you have been enjoying these videos about my favorite movie. Enough already, let's meet the man who has penned your next book purchase.
Well, I am standing here with Matthew Field, author of this incredible book. Hold your book up, Matthew.
There it is.
The Italian Job. This is the most beautiful book I've ever seen. It is absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. And Matthew, this obviously has to be a book of passion because nobody puts together this much data with this much research without absolutely loving this movie. Thank you. Thank you for this, by the way.
No, thank you. So it was the first film I ever saw. Saw it in 1986 when I was 5. My dad set me down to watch it, and I just fell in love with it. I just fell in love with the cars, in particular the Minis. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, it's all about the Minis, this film.
Yeah. You know, it did the same thing to me. I saw the film when I was a little boy, and it sparked the Mini in me, and well, it's lived with me ever since. So
I mean, I'm surprised because it didn't do big business in America when it first came out. I mean, how did you even find the movie?
It was on a late night rerun when I was a very little boy, and I remembered those little cars outrunning the police, and I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. So when I became a teenager, I saw a Mini and went, that's the car from the movie. So I had to have that. And
have you ever seen a TV series called MacGyver?
Yes, of course.
Well, MacGyver was made by Paramount, who made The Italian Job. And because the film was, people hadn't seen it in America, they actually used portions of The Italian Job in an episode of MacGyver. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I saw that and I started laughing. I'm like, oh, they're stealing all the Italian Job scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just literally just cut it straight out and put it into an episode of MacGyver.
How did you come about all this data and these photos? And I mean, this book is absolutely stunning. Tell me.
In around about the 30th anniversary of this film, there was a small documentary on British TV about the film, and it interviewed some of the people associated with the movie, the producer, the screenwriter, and I got in touch with those people and said, you know, would you help me put this book together? And all of them absolutely did, and producer Michael Deeley was amazing, and he introduced me to Michael Caine, and Michael Caine came on board and gave me this amazing interview. Really enthusiastic, and he's written a foreword for this new book. So we were really, really lucky, and Quincy Jones did the music, of course, famous for doing the Michael Jackson albums. He was involved, and pretty much everybody, even the families of those who are no longer with us, the Collinson family, were really, really helpful, and everyone just opened up their photograph albums and their archives to be able to put this project together.
Wow, this is absolutely fabulous. I'm so thrilled that you wrote this book. I can't wait to get a signed copy by you. I'm going to have David, the stunt driver, sign it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Field, one of the greatest authors of the coolest book I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Who are you standing there with?
An Oregonian. He wrote
so when
book.
you come
this is for Corvallis.
Yeah, when you come to Portland, will you come visit us, Matthew?
Yeah, I'll be right up there. There's Remy Julien, the French stunt driver. He was known in French movies, but he hadn't done anything outside of France. This was a breakthrough for him, and he went on to do about 6 James Bond movies.
Oh!
Yeah, finishing with GoldenEye in 1995. Nice. And then, of course, he doubled David Salamone, who you just spoke to. Mm-hmm. There's great shots of David in here. David obviously playing one of the chinless wonders. Here he is with Michael Caine, you can see there. And there he is down there on set with the rest of the crew.
Boy, they look like they're having a good old time.
They're having a great time. Yeah. That's out there in Turin. And obviously there's the great classic shot, the Lamborghini Miura there. There's the classic shot of him here, look. There he is there in the red jumpsuit.
Look at that.
Before the robbery.
Perfect. Very nice.
And so we were very lucky to get Michael Caine involved. And here he is writing the foreword for the book.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Absolute legend.
Yeah, he is. When I watch Austin Powers, I can't help but feel Charlie Croker is Austin Powers.
I think there was some inspiration there. You know, I think a lot of those 60s movies inspired Austin Powers, of course, the Bond movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think there is an element of Charlie Croker in Austin Powers 3.
Well, why would Michael Caine be his dad?
Well, exactly. There you go. See,
it is Charlie.
See? Yeah,
Come
absolutely,
on.
absolutely.
You want a shag? It's got to be him. How do you like driving on the right side of the road?
I love it. I just hate this Hyundai.
Oh, we need the hookup.
Yeah.
We need a mini rental car to go back to England.
This Hyundai really is not cutting it.
Mini USA, Mini Munich, you listening? I was really tempted to get you the shredded cheese and lime pickle.
Yeah, should have.
I always, when I'm driving behind you, I always think, well, he's on his phone. He's doing something. But no, you're leaving a lane like this everywhere. But you're not on the phone. Why is that?
I'm warming up the tires.
I guess so. A whole lot of minis.
Yep.
Did you see that?
No. Even
There must have been 12 minis on that truck.
You done eating yet?
No. You've been eating all day.
Man. I think it's my third or fourth water.
No. I drink real good.
Oh.
Jeremy, what are you doing?
What a pisser. How many times did Jeremy shake poor John Thomas? I don't know about you, but Jeremy blew the bloody doors off. And I mean the doors of his rental Hyundai. Maybe the BMW group can help these two boobs with a real car.